Welcome back, guys, to Crypto Kid News. I hope you're well. In today's episode, I'm going through the FAQ, which has just been released via William. If you like this video, please subscribe. That's really much appreciated. If you need us, please comment down below. If you've got any ideas, comment down below. Let's get to it. Question 1. What are the Kin Foundation's main goals after joining Solana? One of the key benefits of the Solana blockchain is to provide transaction speeds and the capacity needed to keep up with the growth and scale of the Kin ecosystem. This means that user experience will not be compromised at the expense of choosing to use a blockchain infrastructure. Question 2. When will Kin start a big marketing push? It has been very quiet. As soon as we're able to put the set case behind us, hopefully, October the 20th brings us more clarity and allows us to evolve our approach. Question 3. What is the strategy to onboard new apps and devs? The new SDK built by Kik Inc and the upcoming move to Solana will make it easier for apps to integrate Kin. One of the priorities for the incoming Kin Foundation Executive Director is to build on existing work and incentive structure to bring new apps into the ecosystem. Question 4. What is the strategy to onboard more exchanges? The SEC situation has made it difficult for exchanges to list Kin. We hope to have more clarity once the SEC case is behind us. Question 5. What impact do you think buy modules will have? Brackets, what kind of upside pressure will it have? The buy module will unlock new ways for users to acquire Kin, driving positive dollars bought. It is too early to tell what user adoption will be, but the goal of the KRE buy track is to create strong incentive for developers to drive this behavior. Question 6. When will most apps have buy modules working? There has been work with several module partners for this integration, and we expect work to continue with the arrival of the Kin Foundation Executive Director. Question 7. If Kin is not labelled after the settlement talks as a currency, commodity, or security, how will that impact future exchange listings? We can't make forward-looking statements on the SEC situation. Question 8. Are devs developing new ways to increase buy demand? Developers are increasingly engaging in the buy track of the Kin rewards engine. 7 of the top 10 apps by monthly active spenders currently have ads integrated. The Kin rewards engine is the incentive driver for developers to continue to evolve. The Kin Foundation, in collaboration with developers, is also working on KRE 3.0. One of the goals of the KRE 3.0 is to have a positive impact on the amount of buy demand generating activity. Question 9. Does Kik Inc have the funds to pay fines? We need to first see what the judgement is on October the 20th, and then we need to see what Kik Inc will do about it. Question 10. Who is currently paying the Kin Foundation bills? The Kin Foundation pays its own bills. So far, these expenses have been funded by a loan via Kik. You can learn more about this in the Kin Foundation Transparency Report. Question 11. Does Agora make Kin truly blockchain agnostic? That is a design goal. But as we all know, switching blockchains is not as simple as turning on and off a software module. That said, it is our objective to maintain the competitiveness of the Kin infrastructure and unburden every app in the ecosystem from having to think about it. A benefit of migrating to Solana is that it runs on the same elliptic curve as the current Kin blockchain, which means that all public and private key pairs can be replicated. This is a fundamental difference from the migration from Ethereum, which required new public and private key pairs. Question 12. What is the plan to manage community scaling after the departure of Kevin? We are currently working to hire an executive director for the Kin Foundation and a supporting team for that function. In the meantime, we are pleased to see the KCC step up and fill some of the gaps that were created. In addition, William Mougayar, a Kin Foundation board member, and William Gikandi and Matt Hannum, both Kin representatives, have been taking more active roles in liaising with the Kin community and the KCC. Question 13. Is Solana at risk with a SEC? The target of the SEC case was solely the initial sale and distribution of Kin by Kik Inc. Ultimately, we cannot comment on any dealings that Solana has had with the SEC, but we can say that they have not made us aware of such risk. Question 14. What is the plan going forward for the Kin Foundation in terms of managing the future growth of the Kin ecosystem? Will there be a clearer separation of Kik and Code and the Kin Foundation? Does TED plan to continue leading both organisations? We have been thinking through the evolution of the Kin Foundation and its activities, and will be making future organisational announcements accordingly. Question 15. Why hasn't the Kin Foundation been more proactive in their messaging? It usually comes after the public has already branded it, and therefore creates headwinds in changing the public perception. We've been limited by what we can say due to the SEC situation. We plan on being more proactive in the future, especially as the Kin Foundation becomes even more autonomous. Question 16. When will more details be revealed about Code? Code is being worked on by Kik Inc. Like the rest of the public, we have limited insight into their plans as they are a private corporation, and they believe that keeping their plans private will be important to the success of Code. Question 17. Does Kik plan to share the SEC plan with the Community Council prior to releasing it to the public in order to empower the community to help propagate it into the market? Kik Inc. has let us know that they cannot share SEC-related announcements or plans with the Community Council prior to releasing it to the public. Question 18. Is there any risk of the SEC trying to shut Kin down in the US market as part of the proposed judgment? And if that's a possibility, is there a plan for the Kin Foundation to continue operating throughout the rest of the world? There's no point speculating too far into the future. We believe the community should wait until the SEC situation is clarified before entering into hypothetical scenarios that may or may not be relevant. It is important to note that the case against Kik is and always has been strictly about the initial sale and distribution of Kin. The judge's September 30th ruling repeatedly referred to Kin as a currency.